Then when my character was getting dangerously close to the flag, it took everything in my soul to get me to stop playing, but I disconnected at the very, very, very last second, so it honestly was not clear on if I made it in time. Remember, this is not a video on glorification. This is a cautionary tale. Do as I say, not as I do. The next few days was full of the most anxiety I have ever felt. Couldn't even sleep half the time, man. I'm like, I can't afford a damn child right now. I can barely afford a girlfriend.
Alright, I got one more video for today that I'm recording, and it is by But True. I hope I pronounced that right. This is a video called Our Pregnancy Scare. Well, I know he was scared anymore. Anyway, let's hop on into the video.
The most anxiety I have ever felt. We were both definitely scared about this. Oh the baby! Hey, f off, we got better stuff to do. I can't afford a child right now, I can barely afford a girlfriend. Oh, are you pregnant or not? Hey, welcome back to the channel of mistakes. Speaking of mistakes, I actually cannot start a video off saying that. This is a very sensitive topic, and I'd say I still have a decent amount of respect for my girlfriend. All things fade, we'll see. I won't be telling this story in the typical true fashion of telling this story. I care about my girlfriend, so I'm gonna try and keep this classy. When two people love each other very much, they may get together and play this game that more often than not can lead to, I can't really beat around the bush, a baby, which is so weird to me. Like, think about it. You're just doing what your body told you to do, and all of a sudden there's a smaller you walking around? I mean, you grow up in a society where your parents, your teachers, and your doctors tell you, listen to your body, it's super important. Then when you hit like 18 or 20 years old, you're not supposed to do that anymore? Thankfully, in 1855, there was this invention that would hopefully allow humans to listen to their bodies a little bit more without any consequences. And then 80% of us decided not to use it anyway. Thus, I was born. Fuck me, right? Just to bring it back to the game. When couples are playing this game, the male has the option to take his big veiny controller and put armor on it, which of course should be how you play the game if you don't want to end up with a baby, okay? Option number 2, you and your girl play the game without armor, but just before you're about to finish the level, you violently yank your controller out of her console. But you see, that's the thing. That method is only effective about 78% of the time, leaving you with at least a 22% chance of creating a horrible little demon, which freaks me out because I know that all of my worst traits are going to carry over. He's going to be a sarcastic little menace, right? Probably just as much of a menace as his father. Probably gonna be way too full of emotion, just like his mother. And a child throwing a tantrum is something that was never allowed in my family. And I don't necessarily love the idea of having to whoop my kid's ass because he's throwing a tantrum for a box of cereal, but I'm sure as hell not gonna ask him nicely not to do something that he knows he shouldn't be doing. I don't know. Again, we'll see. Me laying hands on my child will probably just be a last-minute resort, mainly because I think that's the quickest way to raise a bitch or a bully. After me and my girlfriend started dating long distance, she took a trip down to Florida to come and see me. I very casually picked her up from the airport and brought her back to my house. My family was really excited to meet her, so honestly it was really nice. Hey, f off, we got better stuff to do. After I very politely told my family that we had to go, I escorted her to my room. We go into the room and talk and stuff because I'd only really seen her in person like one other time, and when you're in long distance, having a conversation with your partner face to face, that shit just kinda hit different, you know what I'm saying? And when you are in a room with somebody you care about as much as this, it kinda stops being conversation and more so starts being action after a while.
You want to play the game?
Do I want to? Yes, definitely. Definitely. Let's play.
Okay. You do have the armor though, don't you?
The what? Damn it, I am so sorry. I didn't get it. I forgot we even needed it.
I just realized he said long distance. He only seen his girl in person only one at a time. I'm thinking they met online. I'm guessing that. That's what I'm guessing anyway. It ain't none of my business.
Ah, God.
We kind of need it if we're gonna play. It's okay. We can just keep talking then.
Yeah, let's talk. Yes. Honestly, I'd enjoy doing that just as much.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything
That nigga
online.
capping.
Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch.
I hate ass, but
So
I
yeah,
know
we
why they
folded.
need 'em.
Young and dumb, we figured method number 2 would be just as effective. So we're playing the game and all is fine. And when I say all is fine, I mean all is not fine. I had never really done method number 2 at this point. I just more so heard about it from people around me. But one thing nobody mentioned to me was losing control. Brody, if you do it this way, combos are gonna start coming out by themselves. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to keep this classy, so I'm not gonna go into detail. All I'm gonna say is, I tried to eject my game controller at least 4 different times, but it just didn't happen. Then when my character was getting dangerously close to the flag, it took everything in my soul to get me to stop playing. But I disconnected at the very, very, very last second. So it honestly was not clear on if I made it in time. Remember, this is not a video on glorification. This is a cautionary tale. Do as I say, not as I do. The next few days was full of the most anxiety I have ever felt. Couldn't even sleep half the time, man. I'm like, I can't afford a damn child right now. I can barely afford a girlfriend. Shit. Probably gonna have to marry her now. Then we're gonna move into a house together at a super young age. This girl is gonna realize she hates being around me. Probably gonna divorce me. I'm gonna have to end up having supervised visits at a fucking McDonald's with my child. I mean, I don't even like McDonald's that much. I'm more of a Taco Bell type dude anyway. I guess I can't say that I don't like it. I haven't really tried the McRib yet. How often do they even put that on the menu? I feel like they need to add it back.
Bruh, that
How am I
shit come out
20 years
every
old and
eternity.
I've never had a McRib. If it's one of their most popular menu items, wouldn't it make more sense for them to serve it year-round? Wait, what was I talking about? Oh shit, the baby! I'm already a horrible father. Now, we were both definitely scared about this, but we tried to spend the next few days of our vacation not stressing out about it. I remember this is like the last day of her vacation, and we're like watching TV, and she says,
I should be having my period sometime within the next 2 days. It's not 100%, but if I have it, then the chances are we won't be having a baby.
no, it's okay, don't worry baby, I'm not all that worried about it.
Please, God, I promise to change my ways.
For those of you that don't know, if a woman starts her period, then that means she's not pregnant. I mean, periods are usually the death of men, but in these cases, they come in clutch. The thing is, that was on her last day, so if she were to have her period, it would be while she's back in New York. After the trip was over, every single time I got home from work, I'd call her and be like, yo, what's up? What's the status? Is my life over yet? Bro, tell me why we don't have a definitive answer for an entire week. On day 7, I'm like, you know what? It was my fault. I made my bed and it's time for me to sleep in it. If my poor decisions is going to turn me into a father, then I'm here for it. I mean, not to say that if I had the chance to go back that I would make this mistake again, but if I had to choose the person that I was going to make this mistake with, then I'm happy it's her. But still, the fact that we were waiting on opposite ends of the United States made it even worse. Like, I was still very nervous. All I could think about was this baby that didn't even exist yet, and the chances of him becoming an asshole just like his father. Like, to me, having a baby became less scary, but the thought of having a baby that turned out to be anything like me was kinda scary. I mean, next thing I know, when my child turns 20 years old, they try and use method number 2 as well and end up in the same situation as me. I just remember having this gut feeling in my stomach like all day. I get off work, I go home, and eventually my phone starts to ring. Then I just think to myself, shit, I didn't even choose a name for it yet, right? Because, like, I know what this phone call is gonna be. I ask her how her day was. She asked me how mine was. Like, we can only ignore the elephant in the room for so long. She tells me she got tired of waiting for her period and just went ahead and bought a test. I'm like, uh-huh. And what did the test say? Like, nigga, you got me sweating. Bro, are you pregnant or not? And as it turns out, she was 120% not pregnant. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, we were both extremely relieved. She just had to make it a little dramatic. This story is full of like 20 different morals that you could take, but by far the most important one, method number 2 fucking sucks.
It don't suck, you know how to do it. Oh, so this is girl channel. Anyway. Do. Anyway, y'all be cool. Put out 3 videos. It's Christmas Day, but these videos might not be out till the 26th. I'm finna go to the family house and drink and all that. Not getting drunk though, cause I don't do that. But anyway, peace out.